Hey guys, we're back. We're going to go back live on the radio in a few minutes. I'm still talking with David Powe. We got another 10, 15 minutes with him. I think he's going to talk about Procurement Ready Roundtable. So this is a very interesting project that he's got going. All right, we got 30 seconds. So just sit back and enjoy some really cool music and kind of behind the sauce here going. All right, I'll put David in the hot seat again. I know.
I haven't started mine yet.
You haven't started yours?
This live.
The live deal? Okay.
How do I get people? So I texted a whole bunch of people. I also put it live on my Facebook.
There you go. Sweet.
So,
I love the power of social media. I think I'll have to throw that in when we do that social media presentation in April. Awesome sauce. Thank you, Brian. Awesome sauce. Was that very professional sounding? Oh, well,
That's
whatever.
okay.
We're all kind of
We're
laid
not that
back here.
professional
Yeah.
here yet, please. We're trying to be tomorrow, as she says. We're trying to be professional. We're practicing to be professional. So,
Okay. We're having
you know
fun.
what? We're having fun. I like having fun better.
Me too.
So I think that's what we're gonna do.
Me too. So again, we're still here talking with David Powe from IOPIX Management Consulting. So David, you originally had touched a little bit about Procurement Ready Roundtable. That's a program you're bringing to our area. I'd like you to talk a little bit more in detail about that and what your purpose is and who your audience is and how you're helping.
well, I'll start with who the audience is and
Okay.
who we think we're helping, which is this would be smallish, depending on how you look at it. Women, minority, and other historically disadvantaged businesses
Right.
who are looking to grow into serious big-time businesses to the point where they can be suppliers to major corporations.
Right.
So,
You have a role in the Minority Suppliers
Development
Council.
Right. So
right.
that's where this idea came from, and I'll go there. The Council, Minority Supplier Development Council, is an organization that certifies minority businesses, as there are organizations that will certify women-owned businesses as well, and they certify them for the purposes of letting these mega corporations know that these are businesses that if they funnel their dollars, their purchasing dollars through those businesses, they are supporting a real minority business or a real, as opposed to someone who might try to put up some kind of a front just to get in on the money.
Right.
So, but they also would like to help these businesses develop, because to be very effective at doing that, you have to have businesses that have the capability to support these big corporations. So the question is, how do I get businesses that might be a 10-employee business that does something that would be really valuable to a University of Rochester or Wegmans or whatever,
Or a GE.
or GE or J.P. Morgan Chase, huge businesses,
Yep.
General Motors. You have something, but how do I get from here to there? Because what most of those entrepreneurs don't realize is how big a gap there is in all the things, facets of business that you need to get there. So we started developing this thing called Procurement Ready Roundtable about something that, Laurie, I know you are very familiar with because we do it in RPCN a lot, and that's called peer learning.
Right.
Right? So we were talking during the break about getting started with a small business and not knowing what resources are available. One resource is your peers, right? Because all of us who are in business have different experiences and different understandings, and we've learned from those. If you get a group of those people together, as we do at RPCN in the business forum once a month, you can throw out, I can tell you in the business forum, you can throw out any question about business and somebody in that room will have an answer. So I like to use the term, the answers are around the table. Now, so imagine if you took a focus group of businesses, say 10 to 15 businesses, and you regularly put them in a room together, and you say, each one of you guys, you got to trust each other, but tell me what your biggest problem is. And then we all get together and figure out how you can solve it.
I like that.
Everybody can grow from that and grow rapidly, and and when you put a group of businesses together who all are looking like, how can I get to be a supplier for Johnson & Johnson? Well, everybody there is going to help you figure out how to do it. Or more importantly, I don't know if you're aware, in the state of New York, the state of New York has a requirement that any of the billions and billions of dollars that they spend, and the numbers are phenomenal of what the state of New York spends. Just on consultants last year, they spent $7 billion. Right? 30% of that is required to be spent with women and minority businesses.
Wow.
But nobody knows how to connect themselves to it. So you get groups that are working together to do that, and then those businesses can grow rapidly. So we created this thing called a Procurement Ready Roundtable just to make that happen. And the message I would like to get out to people is, if you have a business that wants to move in that direction, www.iopics.com. Is that the way to get there?
Yep, IOPIX is AIOPX.com.
And on there's a page that talks about the Procurement Ready Roundtable. I think it won't solve the whole problem, but it's one answer for the right group of people.
Right, it'll get you there because they're talking around the table, sharing experiences. I know just from RPCN that somebody will ask about something and another business owner has already tried that, and they'll say, don't do that because, so it just saved you probably thousands of dollars by learning, here's a better way or a different path or somebody you should talk to that will save you the money and the pain and the time that it took me to learn that lesson. Right. So that kind of experience, and then you're focusing on the minority and women-owned businesses. So to help them grow, it's an amazing thing that you're doing, David.
And I'll be even more focused. For the time being. Hopefully this will spread to other communities. But right now, it's also very focused on our Rochester region businesses, because the businesses need to meet face to face to make this work, or at least we haven't figured out how to make it work on Zoom or anything like that right now. But meeting face to face, so it really has to concentrate on businesses that are in our region, and therefore it's really attractive to businesses who depend on our region. There are some businesses, Walmart doesn't necessarily care whether they're buying from somebody here or somebody in China.
Right.
But the University of Rochester cares that they're buying from people in this area.
Right.
Excellus cares that they're buying from people in upstate New York. Wegmans, because it's headquartered here, they actually want to support
I like the shop local, buy local.
Awesome. Yes,
Shop local, buy local. So, and now it's also support your local women and minority businesses.
I
Right?
like that, definitely.
Like that too.
And believe it or not, if you talk to the folks who do that, one of them who we honored in RPCN last year, Kevin Beckford, right?
Yes, from
You
the U
talk
of R.
to people who do those kinds of things, and they will tell you they are gung ho to help these businesses. We just don't have all the tools in place and the right connections to make it happen. So that's what we hope to do.
Providing them a toolkit.
Absolutely, we hope the Procurement Ready Roundtable is one of those tools.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We'll have to talk more about that a little later on.
I know.
I
I think maybe as he grows it, bring in a couple of his graduates as
Oh, yeah.
that would be awesome.
Well, we are looking for an intern. We're looking for an intern who wants to learn radio and wants to learn how to run the board and things like that. Tamara and I and Brian, we're all looking for that. So we're going to have to talk about that later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
So I think we're going to take another break.
Yep.
In a little bit, and we're gonna, because we got to do radio stuff, not the fun stuff.
Yeah, they got to pay the bills.
We got to
here.
pay the bills. Well, we don't pay
So-
the bills, but we still got to do radio.
We got to do the radio stuff. So after all this, our next guest is Mary Whittier, who is the interim CEO of Resolve of Greater Rochester. I'm really excited to talk to her.
Really excited to
Yeah.
talk with her too. Thank
Awesome.
you so much for inviting
Oh,
her.
you're welcome. My pleasure.
Here.
And thank you for
And thank
coming,
you for
David.
coming
down.
We really enjoyed having you. You were awesome, as always.
And you guys are awesome.
We
As
rock.
Thank
co-hosts. You say you're learning, but you sound
Yes,
like you've
I
been
am
doing this
learning.
forever.
Oh.
No, I'm learning.
Laura, is this
Yes,
your
we're
first time
learning.
hosting?
This is my first time,
Yeah,
yes.
this
No one would ever know it.
Oh, thank you. You're so
thank
sweet.
you
I appreciate
very
it.
much. Thank you very much for inviting me.
You're very
You're
welcome.
welcome. We have to have you on again.
Always.
Yeah.
I'm always
Get
available.
Doors open.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, we'll be back. Yep.